Hello, everyone. I'm gonna keep this quick and brief because there is a lot, and I have stuff that I wanna get done for the Modpack, but we're working on it. This is mainly here just for after video purposes, so I'm not gonna string it on too long. So the mod pack I have here is it's updated today, and the changelog for this update is pretty much I updated attribute fix, collective, modern fix because they had updates. I did some brief testing and it seems to all work perfectly fine. I moved Skulked Magpie. I removed Star Wars Planets Ad Astra. I removed Armored Elytra and HY's Tree Chop. The reason for all these removings is because I have a lot that I want to add. For example, I have a complete trying to do this. There's so much in this that I have these categories that these separate I have to do separate categories for all the extra, for all the stuff I want to change and add to the pack. And it's the reason that the pack is at 0.2 because there's a lot. 1.0 is when I'll have everything completely added. But I think the first thing I'm gonna get done is the world generation, because world generation is going to completely change the way the world, well, generates around you. And it's gonna completely change how you perceive the world around you. And it's gonna be added to the already extremely well done it's not the overworld that's going to be generated differently because I've already got Terralith in there for that, but we do have something like do I have it mentioned here? No, I don't, but I do have something like Tectonic in there for possibilities for now, which is going to be interesting. I don't know if it goes hand in hand with Terralith, and if it doesn't, I'll stick with Terralith because I'm very happy with how Terralith generates the world personally. Sound, I want to basically change how sound works in the game. I already have realistic sound bouncing pretty much. The realistic sound physics, there you go, in the game. I'm gonna be adding ambience, some other stuff like that. We have camera rework, so it's going to be small changes, I think anyway, small changes. Gonna change how third person functions, and I'm gonna change how first person functions. Realism. So I'm gonna make the game a bit more realistic in some regard. I'm gonna make it a bit more RPG focused, I think. for now. That's the idea. It might change in the future, but we do have stuff like hunger remover and healing campfire in there. That's, I suppose, quality of life is what healing campfire is, but yeah, quality of life is fairly self-explanatory. I'm gonna have stuff like auto elytra in there, so you can automatically swap out your elytra and your chest plate when you're about to fly if you have an elytra in your inventory. Extra add-ons, they're just extra things that would be nice to have for, so the way I have it actually put in here is like this. That's the way I have it in the way I'm going to release them. So we're going to have extra add-ons, and they're going to help with the boss updates and the building. Basically, they're quality of life updates for building, pretty much. And building is going to include something like Tweakaroo or something along those lines. I'm very at the moment I'm debating whether or not I should add something like Litematica for those who want to use blueprints and stuff for building, because that would be really, really useful. Because from what I've seen, blueprints are really just the most useful thing you can see here. I'm gonna pull up the website. So there's a bunch of, there's literally an entire website dedicated to farms, pretty much. So that's going to be very, very good to have. If we get Litematica, can all use those schematics to build a house or build a farm or something like that. And I think Alex might enjoy that as well. So we'll see. But if I do add that, I will, because okay. I have a, I don't have a server yet, but I will have a server eventually, and it'll be hosted by Bisect Hosting, because that's the most popular one at the moment. And I'm gonna pop down and have a look. Let's see. So if I do this one, do this one, do this, this. Yeah, so basically the server, yeah, I'm gonna have a server on Bisect Hosting. For those who aren't familiar with what Bisect Hosting is, you can check out Bisect Hosting here on their own website. You can create your own server for many games, such as 7 Days to Die, Ark Survival Evolved, Arma, and it scales all the way down to something like Valheim or Vintage. story. Never heard of that before, to be honest. Or you could have your own CSS server or Counter-Strike 2 server, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I did a small update on the pack today, 0.2.8 release. And these are the changes. You can check it out yourself on the CurseForge website and curseforge.com/Minecraft/fabric Modpack/fabric awaits. So forget to check that out. If there's any issues, I'd appreciate to know, because it helps us improve the mod pack here. And I've Alex, who helps me test on AMD systems, and I have Mato, who helps me test on 40 series graphics cards, and I have myself, who tests on 30 series, and I have a family member that helps me test on lower end systems as well, which I think is very, very handy, because if the pack can't be run on lower end systems, then I don't think it would be very diverse. I think it would be very focused on only higher end systems, because we all have fairly high end systems. So I don't think it would be fair if I didn't shove in a lower end system, a more common system in there as well, because then everyone can play it. So it is very, I will say this though, it is very RAM dependent. This is a mod pack that is quite RAM dependent, so if you do not have 16 gigabytes or above, 16 gigabytes is the recommended amount, and I'll put in the recommended amount of RAM. I'll put in the recommended specs at some point, because I'm still workshopping that in the background, among other future updates and such, because I do have all of this to add over the next month or two. It'll probably be over the next few months anyway, definitely, because new mod pack, 102 downloads. Considering CurseForge, how big like mod packs are for RL Craft, for example. If we go to there, or even Pixelmon, 10 million. I mean, to be fair, Pokemon's very wild, but if we look at the average, you're looking at about a few 100,000, maybe a few million, if you're lucky, because like all in one, good mod pack, to be honest. Haven't played it in a bit. All in one's pretty good. But yeah, that's my update here, done for today. Later on, I'm going to be streaming exclusively on Twitch, actually. I'm going to be streaming some, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'll be streaming some Fortnite with Alex, and that's why it's only on Twitch, because I don't want that to be on YouTube. I want some sanity for my YouTube viewers, because I think that Fortnite is a pure and utter cancerous game, and it is just, I don't enjoy the game. But OG is back. Alex has been like, OG's good. Now I tried it out, and now I'm like, yeah, fine, I'll give it a try on stream. So yeah, that's it for the stream, and I'll see you guys for my Twitch stream later. Alright, peace.